So in terms of the Uranus-Pluto cycle, as we've seen, they're going to make a trine to each other on July 2026. Now, this is going to be repeated in November. So this is the last major aspect of the outer planets that's happening in 2026. So if you like, ending 2026 astrologically on a high note. Now, both planets are quite explosive and volatile. So it's good that they're coming together in a trine or a 120-degree aspect. This is a very favorable aspect for those who are not familiar with astrology and aspect theory. But it tends to bring about harmony, kind of flowing energy. There's more cooperation. And this can kind of tame some of the energies of Uranus and Pluto. So it can help to bring about important reform or change, but without the disruption and upheaval that usually accompany major Pluto and Uranus transits. So that's the good thing. And then you can see that this gets repeated several times into 2027 and 2028. So this is really kickstarting a cycle of positive reform that is going to take us all the way to May, June of 2028. So it's quite an important but long-term trend. So you may not necessarily see immediate evidence of these planets at work, but usually what tends to happen, particularly with Uranus, is that these things start to happen in fits and starts, because Uranus is quite a jerky, short, sharp shock type of planet, and then Pluto tends to be, it ruminates and things bubble below the surface for a long time, and then all of a sudden you get this major change and there's no going back after that. So that will be playing along in the background, and it's just worth bearing in mind given what I've been talking about in relation to America's 250th anniversary and everything that's happening in America at the moment. But on a personal level, obviously, a lot will depend on where Uranus and Pluto sit in your chart, what houses they rule, and so on, what aspects they make to your natal planets. So if you want to know more about that, I suggest booking a consultation with an astrologer or ordering a transit report so that you know exactly how this energy will play out in your own horoscope.